Hello and welcome, people of the interwebs. Welcome back to another installment in this hot mess that I call a YouTube channel, where I just make stuff for the love of making the videos. And today we got something pretty special here. It is my first 40k themed video, which if anybody who knows anything about me in the flesh knows there's two things that this guy loves. He loves his Pokemans, like from the age of 4, Pokemans in the hand, just playing it all the time, and then a later love, about 9 years old, Warhammer 40,000. Yeah, I know, I'm just basically the sexiest human being who ever lived. I started this video a few seconds before, and had all my name, address, everything was there, so that was a terrible idea. This just arrived in the post, and it is the Warhammer 40,000 Rulebook. So we're going to have a little open it up. I'm going to tell you my thoughts and feelings on it. This is not a read-along, haha, it's not piracy if you call it a... No, it's nothing like that. I'm going to go through it, talk about the quality, have a quick look at the 8-page rules, which I'm sure will be online for free very, very soon. I know you can buy like a little booklet that comes with it. This is the rulebook that comes with the starter kit. I don't want to play the true scale, so the Primus Marines, and I don't play Death Guard. But all the models are nice, but I don't need it. And this rulebook is £35 on Games Workshop, but I got this off eBay from a scalper for £20.50. So if you want the main rulebook, just the rulebook, this is probably the way to go. So if you wanted it just for the rules, you can get the shorthand booklet, because apparently this rulebook is very few rules. They've rebuffed the whole metagame, haven't they, where like everything is condensed. So here it is in its glossy glory, still in its proper packaging. This is how it'll come in the box set, but you can just get the handout where it's just going to be in this book. Only 8 pages are actually rules, whereas, well, before the last rulebook I bought was 6th edition. I didn't play much in 7th because it was just like buy a new rulebook, 60 quid. The rules are exactly the same. Oh, how about no? So there's the front cover. This is a nice book, and for someone who has bought these in the past, 20 quid brand new. That's very cheap for a book like this. There's the back when it wants to focus. The Primus Marine. Don't know how I feel about these, to be honest with you. And then your typical feel bad, you'll never paint this good picture on the back. Standard stuff, really. So where do the rules actually begin? We're met by this, and that looks to be a tower of some sort. I'm not going to spend too much time looking on that. Ah, that's more like it. Lovely illustrations. We can just pretend they're regular Marines. Okay, so it's a nice quality book. Some lovely illustrations. Let's just move the camera down a little bit. I'm getting absolutely glorious glare. Just what you want. So the rulebook isn't really that many rules. Like, let's find an index, shall we? Hobby stuff, fluff. Is there no index? Really? No index. Here we are. It's just me being an absolute idiot. Okay, open play, narrative play, match play, advanced rules. Ah, these are all the... okay, fair enough. Open play. Xenos threat, the forces of Chaos. So, Ultramarines. Let's just turn to page 63. Are there stats in this? I thought the indexes. These will just be fluff, won't they? Yeah, little fluff tidbits and stuff. It's full color, which for 20 quid. Say what you want about Games Workshop. I have a friend who plays Necron, so there you go. Match you. Here's some Necron images for your viewing pleasure, my friend. Saucy. Saucy Necrons. So this is all just the fluff tidbits. This will just be... I find the problem with 40k and the main rulebooks is that the fluff bits are never really... Oh, that's a really nice image. I like the art more than I like the fluff. I feel like because obviously there's so many factions and sub-factions that a lot of the fluff can kind of just feel a bit the same across all the different incarnations of the 40k universe, and because obviously they've only got little bits for each faction and each sub-faction within that faction, that the fluff tends to be a bit underdeveloped, and I find the images are where it's at. Tyranids, my first ever 40k army actually, have really taken a turn for the better in this. Models, that's nice. We're not here for the models though. Well, we are. Here we go. So the rules, from what I understand, stem from this page. Data sheets, yada yada. So no, these are the core rules. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that it? Yeah, it is. So it's, if we can call it loosely, the core rulebook is from here to here. These pages. That's it. To give you a scale of comparison, I'll put this to one side. This here is a copy, a very old and tattered copy of the 6th edition rulebook. And as you can see, it is a much meatier tome, but it cost £60 when it was new. And when you look at how many rules were in that book, let's just kind of get the same level of, because there's rules for terrain and stuff, but so we'll be fair. So preparing the battlefield, I won't go for this too much, nobody really cares about 2 editions either. So here we go, modeling units, general principles, this is all core stuff, falling back. So here, special rules, yeah, this here is some 32 pages of core rules, plus the rules keep going, these rules, still rules, still rules, still rules, fluff there. So really the rules in the editions gone by for gameplay went on for 100 plus pages. Let's just get a little side by side of these so you can kind of get a scale of the difference. So it's really not that much thinner to say that it's about it's half the price retail, but the starter kit comes with the book. Like if you don't have any models, or you play Death Guard or any form of Marines and want the Primus Marines, then this is going to be a really good buy, like the starter kit, because it comes with this full color fleshed out rulebook, and that's a first for GW. I just wish, my only complaint with that edition so far is that the rules, though they're cheap, you get, before, you know, codexes were like 25 quid, and that was one faction. But now we've got these indices, and there's only 5 of them, and there's like 6 or 7 armies in each, and they're only 15 quid. But I do wish that they'd gone down the Age of Sigmar route, where you could just download the bare essentials for free. I feel like, I don't think a company has to do that. Like, I don't see anything wrong with something like War Machine or the Star Wars one everyone goes gaga for, charging for rules, or I don't even know if they do charge for rules, but you know, but if you have a game, both are called Warhammer, you know, if I made a game called Space Crusade, and then had a fantasy version just called Crusade, and then because one version was selling not as well, I gave free rules for that, I think it would be an insult to the people who support your company to then just decide that you're not going to do that across the range. It's a small gripe. Honestly, 8th edition so far seems pretty good. I mean, I'll have to read these rulebooks, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video after I've had a chance to digest everything. But I don't know. That's the only gripe that I've got. I just wish that you could go online, because that was the strength of Age of Sigmar. You could just go online and download the rules on a unit, print them off, and then you can just play right out of the box with whatever you've got. It's a step in the right direction, but it's not quite there yet. So until then, we'll just look at these beautiful models. Like I said, if you want this this here rulebook, I would recommend just going on eBay, because scalpers will be buying the starter kit and then just selling them piece by piece, and the rulebooks don't sell as well, because obviously people want the models. So, like, I paid £20 for this. Don't pay any more than 25 pounds for this rulebook. Unless you wanted to support GW directly. Like, if you're going into your local game shop and then you buy one there for full retail, then that's totally understandable. I can see why you'd want to do that. But if you're going to buy them online, just get them off eBay. Let's find one really nice last picture just to close up on. Flicking through stuff, trying to find something good. No, I don't want models, I want artwork. Something I haven't seen before. Come on, the artists of Games Workshop. Wow me with some really nice... I'm probably looking at the wrong side of the book. That's pretty cool. Not really what I'm looking for, though. Space Battle, a bit dry. That's an oldie. Those are just Codex covers. That's ancient. A lot of recycled art. Maybe I'm just landing on the recycled stuff. It's cheap. They've kept the price down, though, in good ways, I think. The Death card. I imagine the Death card will be getting a lot of focus. I mean, starter kit, their Primarch is around the corner, sources would lead us to believe. No, there we go. We'd probably send this one, but I didn't focus on it too much. Tyranids are scary, man. Right, well, that's a overlong look at a rulebook, but it's my first experience with this thing, so hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.